should do a thing, Mel.
What?
You're going to do a day in the life?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should. I'm excited for you.
Wait to go be a TikTok girl.
That's so exciting.
Listen.
What is your agenda? What are your notes?
Well, so she's like, I have data that you don't.
Oh.
So she was like, we can talk about like all of
strategizing
your strategy and like how to like build your platform and how we can get you some brands and like all this stuff. So she was like, we're going to go over like if there's any dropout where in your content, how we can pick what is popping, what is working, what new trends or things that they have like coming. They just upped it to 30 minutes.
They want to be YouTube so
That's
bad.
why I was like, she was like, usually I'm telling people, hey, try to make your content longer. But she was like, you're already on that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, girl, I need
But
more
I wonder
time.
if there's still a sweet spot.
That is a good question.
What does the data tell you? Like, I can do up to 30 minutes, but the optimal time is.
Yeah, because I think that's going to be an audience shift.
I agree.
Like the way I think about TikTok is short, quick, fast.
Yeah.
And so you guys are going 30 minutes?
Well, the other thing is, I think people are willing to spend 30. I mean, Risa Tisa told you that. But I want it in 700 parts.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to watch one 30-minute video because I'm like, girl, this is stupid. Why am I still here? But if you say, stay tuned for part 37, guess what I'm doing? Staying tuned.
The problem is, though, there's so much drop off.
When you have the parts?
When you have parts, there is drop off. I never get the same amount as the first video when I do a part 2. I can post that same video the next day and it'll be the same. No, I can say I post part 1 and part 2 same day, there's drop off. Say I post part 1 one day, part 2 the next day.
That's probably why people do it that way.
It would be the same.
Well, then that's the strategy. I hate when people don't have it readily available. However,
people do be like, we're waiting.
However, make me wait if that's going to cause me to come back.
Yeah.
If it's that it comes back and forth, like that doesn't do it. But if there is if there's 30 minutes, I'm swiping away. I'm so sorry.
That's how I feel.
But if you do 750 parts,
you'll do it.
Girl, I will be locked in from now until Jesus' return.
I won't.
Oh, you cut out.
I don't like parts. I be like, give it to me straight. Hey, give it to me all in one go.
Girl, give me a part 2.
Yeah.
Give me a part 3.
But you know what's so funny is people do say, they will be like, we're waiting for part 2.
If it's good, I'm waiting.
Or they'll be like, somebody literally, they're like, hey, I'm stalking your page for today's update.
Correct.
But so I don't know if it's an algorithm thing or a people thing that is it being served on the For You page like that? Like if you do 2 parts same day, is it being
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's probably
way?
not it. So what happens with me, I'm only going to tell you my experience, okay, as a TikTok consumer, connoisseur, expert in the consumption, okay, not in the posting, in the consumption, is that what happens if TikTok says, oh, it seems you're really interested in this topic. Maybe I found it on your video.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you seem to be really interested. They may not, because they're serving me the content surrounding it, I'm going to get Courtney's video with her opinion on it. I'm going to get Kara's video that's about it. I'm going to get this person's there. I'm going to get every think piece, every stitch, everything. And I don't know that it ever circles back to the original person. But now I am inundated with
that. I got it.
So that's probably why the day 2 works.
Yeah.
I would assume. Unless I specifically go to, which I will do. If you say stay tuned for part 2, I will click on the profile to see if it's there.
Got it.
But probably everybody doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Because TikTok for me is also not a
Courtney, can you shut that
comment platform for me. I sometimes forget that there's comments.
Got it.
So I'm just swiping.
Got it.
Typically. I'm just like next. Like
interesting.
On Instagram, I'll look at comments. On YouTube, even I'll look at. But for some reason on
YouTube
TikTok,
has comments.
That's so interesting.
I forget YouTube has comments and that it has the ability to like something. I'd be like, somebody was just asking, hey Mel, like when we engage with your content, like what do you prefer? And I was like, I forgot that you can like it.
I think YouTube has changed its algorithm, though, to be more TikTok Explorer serve to you. Because the boys don't care. I'm like, who are you serve? Like, not serve. What is it called? Subscribe to. And they're just kind of like,
Yeah.
What do you mean subscribe?
Yeah.
It just serves me stuff and I just watch.
Well, and what's the point of I guess. Well, I mean, if you subscribe, theoretically, that content is being served to you. I think what Instagram is teaching us is that even when you subscribe or follow someone, the algorithm don't care.
Well, and that when they switched up the algorithm, that's when it became, because remember, all these platforms were about build your audience, and you did that through subscribers, followers, likes, whatever the case, whatever they called it, tweeters, whatever. And nowadays it's just kind of like they'll find you by us. Well, they'll find you.
What's really okay, and then we could probably get started. But what's really fun? No, this is great. Listen, I'll be all in. But what's really funny is that at Netflix, what I learned is that what you put on your watch list, right? Say you hear something, so you put it on your watch list. That is in no indication of what you're actually going to watch. Most people add things to their watch list and they watch what Netflix serves to them. 100%. So it makes me think about the algorithm and who you follow. Many times you follow who you're in proximity, who you like, or your family, but that may not actually be reflective of the kind of content that you consume.
So true.
Which is maybe you're not self-aware, so you think you're gonna.
That's so true.
You think I'm gonna put this on my watch list. Let me follow this person. Let me do whatever. And in reality, you spend all your time on a whole nother part of the internet.
That is so funny. And I think that is true because every time I go to download new shows on Netflix, I have to undownload the shows I never watched. Yes. I just did it recently when we went, it must have been the Bahamas, and I was watching Sex and the City. So I was like, we're taking this trip, even though we're living long, but regardless, we're taking this trip. I'm going to download Sex and the City because I want to watch. I had Bridgerton. I had, what's the other Bridgerton show that's not Bridgerton? Just Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever
Queen
it's called.
Charlotte.
Queen Charlotte. Yeah, another show. I said, I don't even remember putting this. I don't even know why I downloaded this. I don't know why I thought I would watch this. Like, every single time I got to do it now. Sex and the City right now is downloaded on my Netflix. And the next time I go, I have to undownload it because I'm done watching that show. I'm done.
That's funny.
So, yeah, that is interesting. Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just got to drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
It's not.
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, "Pop the trunk."
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
The lighting, I agree. Rico Star said the lighting looks vibrant today. I agree. I don't know what they did. We were dark. I mean, listen, and I was tan. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm still pretty tan, but we were. We were a little bit underexposed, but we look good today. Thank you, Kara girl.
I use Rihanna's new
the
stuff.
Luminous?
Yes.
It looks good, Mel.
I wasn't convinced when I left the house, but I actually am.
No. I feel like it's actually a very good color match on you, too.
Agree.
Really good.
Thanks, Rihanna.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we love that for you. Okay, so we're going to get started with the segment we like to call Long Story Short. Do you have anything before I go off on this little situation?
No.
So you want me to go there? I'll briefly
go
give it.
there. I am so excited to tell you about Earnin, which is one of the sponsors of today's podcast. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today. Hello, rhyming with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck, then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. Some of the things that you can spend your money on when you are using Earnin is maybe a special night out. Maybe you want to go on a little date night. Hello. Maybe you were one of the people this past weekend that forgot it was Mother's Day and you were like, oh, I should buy gifts. If you were using Earnin, that is something you could have been able to do. So unexpected gifts or things that you maybe forgot, didn't think about. Earnin is a great resource in that way. Last minute gifts for a loved one, unexpected trips to the vet, rent, dresses, clothes, shoes, all the things that maybe come up throughout the days, the weeks. Earnin is a good resource in that way. So make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability, security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Jen under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Jen under podcast. Even if you're the juice, type in Jen under podcast. Okay. Subject to your available earnings, location, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Very good. Very good. Andre apparently has a job interview.
Hey.
So we just want to say good luck.
Hey,
good
man.
prayers.
Shout out to
God's
that.
blessing, whatever the things you say.
Whatever is for you is for you, girl.
That's exactly what you want to say.
Yes.
What's for you is for you. It's already written. Amen.
Hey,
hallelujah.
all of the mans.
Okay, so really quickly, Mother's Day was yesterday. We had a great time. The guys took us out to
brunch.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word, child. We went to brunch. We had a really good time.
Oh my gosh. And first of all, everybody in the vehicle was asleep on the way there and on the way back.
Yes.
And in the vehicle, even though Kevin was asleep, was still talking about going home and taking a nap.
Yes.
So I was inspired by him saying that he was going to take a nap. So I had a million things to do, but I was like, Kevin's going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap.
Good for you.
I had the nap of my life.
Good for you, Mel. You deserve it.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't take a nap.
And then I shut the door. Well, I think Greg shut the door. I don't think I shut the door. I don't remember because otherwise the kids would harass me. But the door was shut. I went to sleep. I woke up and felt amazing. I went to the grocery store. It was like 7 o'clock at night in the evening.
You were energized.
But I was like, well, I edited 2 videos, posted them. I had the nap of my life. So shout out to that and Kevin for recommending a nap. Anyway, go ahead.
I want you to know Kevin took a nap.
Did he?
Yes, he did. He absolutely
took 3 naps yesterday.
Yes, he did. He absolutely took a nap, and I stayed up working on the vow renewal.
Did you?
I solidified our song selections in the ceremony. I was very excited. I started bawling my eyes out.
I saw your post and I was like, she is so silly.
Oh my God. This is my thing. The way that I envision stuff a lot of times, I have to close my eyes. So this is so dumb, but this is what I would do. So I'm like, oh, this is the song I want the flower girl to walk down to. So I would play it on YouTube, the instrumental, because I don't know if I wanted instrumental or the singers to sing it yet. So I would just play the instrumental because I also didn't want to get tied to Beyonce's voice, for example, singing it. And so I would just play the instrumental. I would close my eyes, transport myself there, and see like McKinley and Micaiah going.
Gosh.
Oh my God. I did the entire ceremony.
Oh my God.
So I would be like, okay, so the first thing is the officiant. I would press play, close my eyes, see him.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, next is Kev, press play.
This is a good idea that you did it by yourself and not with Kevin.
He was knocked out. I was puffy swollen in the face.
Ma'am.
Bawling my eyes out, envisioning everything. And I got so overwhelmed. I just started crying. And then I posted, actually mid-crying, I was like, I'm going to post this, that I'm being silly. And then after I posted that, you kind of like come out of the moment.
Yeah.
And then I started laughing because I said, you are doing a lot right now. Like truly, honestly. It was really a beautiful moment to have. But as soon as I posted, it was like the moment's over. Yeah. And now I'm like, are you really sitting here with your laptop? I'm in full, like literally in one of Kev's shirts, in the bed with my laptop on, crying. I said, "Oh, girl, you need help.
This is a lot. You're hilarious.
You're doing a lot. It's a lot you're doing right now. You should relax."
You're probably the only one like,
what is really going on? So when Kev woke up, he was like, "What is?"
So what do we do?
I was like, I just solidified, and I feel like I did a good job. Do you want to listen?
Well, that's good.
I know, I was really happy, but I'm very happy with like the song selections. A couple of them I feel like are like kind of non-traditional and unexpected, which I was like, very proud of myself for. But I was deep in Google, YouTube, TikTok, black, because you gotta put black. Listen, if you just put like wedding songs for a groom to come down to,
they don't be the ones you want.
Living on a prayer. I don't want that. It's a great song. I agree. I will sing it during karaoke, and you gonna get the from me. But that's not what I expected my husband to walk down as a black person. Yes. That's not what I expected. So you have to be like very Pacific.
Yeah.
And so I was deep. And YouTube is actually really good for this. There's like full song lists that exist, like playlists that exist. Didn't know. And so I found this really beautiful song, and it has like forever in it, and our hashtag is Forever Fredericks. And I was just like, I just feel like God is telling me, because how did I find this song otherwise?
It was God.
I was having a full moment. It was beautiful.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it was great. So I was very excited. Kev loved it. Then he picked his song. It was just really great. And then I did the songs for the DJ, and it was like a whole the playlist actually low key stressed me out because you're like curating the vibe, and I don't feel like that's my specialty, to be honest. And so I was like, girl, this is very stressful.
Yeah, but the DJ's gonna also you just gave him some of the like hit songs that you want to be played, not like all of them.
So for the DJ specifically, I actually saw Aisha at the Kevin Hart thing. I was like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh, me too. That's amazing.
Yeah, she's great. She was DJing there. Yeah, she's great. I said I want to be specific in curating the vibe, but the song list isn't prescriptive.
Got it.
If that makes sense. So like some of them I may be like, I definitely want you to play this or this or that, whatever. But a lot of it is just like, understand the vibe that I'm going for, because I give you nothing and you play songs that I don't know that, or it's too new age, and I'm 40, child. I don't know a lot of this new stuff. Like, you kind of missed the mark. So I did want to make sure she had like a framework from which to operate. Although I do feel like Aisha knows me well enough to get it. Yeah. But even still,
got it.
I needed to make sure that was it. And then I got songs that I was like, oh, this would be really pretty as an instrumental while we're eating. This would be really cool for the singers to sing. Yeah. Like I was deep, girl. It took me a long time. Then I did the seating chart, which, by the way, one of the most stressful things.
Women always say that. People who do their wedding, they always say how stressful that is.
Seating charts are stressful. I feel like, and now I actually won't put a lot of stock into them moving forward. But I do believe as people, we think they mean something. And so that's why it becomes a very like almost emotional experience of like, how is this person going to feel about sitting at table number 7?
Got it. Yeah.
That's why it gets stressful. But in doing it, I realize a lot of it is simply, you're a party of 3. I only have one more seat at this table. Yeah. You're now here. And because I'm forced to move this party of 3 to this table, your friends or people I know you're going to enjoy talking to are now also at this table with you. It becomes that kind of thing. Or like my family, I didn't realize how many of us are coming. So we're the first 3 tables. So don't take no offense, because all y'all gonna start at 4. You know what I mean? It was that kind of like very like objective decisions. But I think as people, you tend to just put a lot of stock on them, and they really, like, after doing it, it'd be like, you're 2 and this person was an odd person and they had to sit here, so now you're bumped because I need a single person to fill the seat and you're 2, so I'm so sorry, but you gotta go.
Sorry.
So anyway, that was that, and I would let everyone sit where they wanted to. Somebody said that, but the thing about it is, we're in 2024. People have meal preferences and dietary restrictions, and you have to, or at least I, because I'm not doing a buffet, I have to make sure I accommodate those. And you have meals to people that are for the people. Yeah. Because when I tell you one of my friends is vegan, I forgot.
Who? Well, you could tell me later.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Very obvious people who are.
No, but they're not in LA.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, everybody in LA that's coming to the wedding that's vegan, you're very familiar with.
No. There's one of my friends not in LA is vegan. Oh. And she sent it in. I said, oh, you are vegan?
Oh, I don't even know.
So even if I would have been like, oh, I need 5 vegan plates, for example, she would have been forgot.
Hello?
Because I forgot. So anyway, that's why. And then it's easier for the planners to have assigned seating with meals, because then it's less likely for mistakes to be made. Yeah. So it just ends up being like a whole situation. So anyway, that was that part. The one thing that I wanted to talk about specifically for my kind of long story short, and this is like the lesson that I feel like God is taking me on right now. It'll be a little bit of a tangent, a little bit of love hour, however you guys want to say it, because y'all know I'll be doing it. Is that we, all of us together as a we, but
Amen.
Specifically me, should trust our gut. Your gut, this is a lesson I gave Joe this morning. Your gut is there to prevent headache.
Before he went to school?
Sure did, in the car.
Oh, man.
I said...
You acting like your mama.
Oh, sure enough. Show was acting like her. The lesson you need to learn at 15 is you need to trust your gut. Your gut is there to protect you from heartache, headache, and heartbreak. Hardship. It is there to protect you from those things. So when your gut is telling you to do something, it's because it knows by not you are going to encounter heartache, headache, hardship. Every time you don't listen to your gut and you say, I knew it, you are in the midst of one of those three things.
That's good.
You are in the midst of one of those three things. Every single time. Your gut is there to protect you. And I don't know.
Say the H's again.
Headache, heartache, hardship.
Those are good. Okay.
I feel like God has told me so many times to trust my gut. And I just be doo-doo-doo, 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 like a dummy. And then I'd be like, I knew I should have. I knew I should have, and I didn't. And now I'm in the midst of one of those three things. And it's usually a headache for me because I'm married, so I don't encounter a lot of heartache. But like, headache, it be my portion. I invite headaches into my life because I do not listen to my gut. And so one thing that I am learning with everything that I have going on in my life, and I felt like it was just worth sharing.
Yes.
Listen to your gut. Your gut, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, the Holy Spirit. I believe actually your gut and the Holy Spirit are one and the same, to be completely honest. I believe the Holy Spirit is there also to protect you.
Yeah.
That's to bring comfort, obviously. But like when it's giving you something to do or not do, it's there to protect you. You know? So I low-key really think of them as one and the same. So anyway, that is my lesson that I haven't learned. But
it's a good reminder.
It's a good reminder.
It's a good reminder for you and for everyone listening.
Well, Mel is smiling because she knows what I'm not saying in this story. That I won't share publicly. No. But, well, actually, before this morning, I may have shared it.
This is an ongoing process.
Yes, but let me tell you something. One of the things that is so good about God is he will protect you.
That's true.
And sometimes, as dummies, when we don't listen, we need the most protection. And he protected me. And I just want to tell him thank you on this podcast.
Amen. The problem, though, with trusting your gut is that sometimes you don't know until it's like hindsight is 20/20, right? And so in the moment, it'd be hard to know, is this my gut? Is this me being overly cautious? Is this me being nervous or not trusting God? So like it's hard to know if it's opposite of what it is until the other side when you're like, oh,
that's what it was.
I see, I should have did that, or I should have not did that. And so that just makes it hard.
I told Kevin today, you're absolutely right. I told Kevin today that I need to develop a process in which, because I feel like a lot of times for me, when I don't trust my gut, it's because I'm moving really fast. And a lot of times I feel like it's a passing thought. And so when I don't sit in the thought for a little bit longer to understand, oh, is this insecurity? Is this fear? Or is this my gut? Like being able to, I don't know what my process would be, but just because you said those things, like trying to dissect where is this thought, like actually giving credence to the thought, sitting with it, dissecting it, and then moving forward. I think that's the process I need to do to understand what it is. In addition, I also think, I told Kevin this today, I am a good judge of character in people. I'm not often wrong. When I think something of someone, he seems to be this, she seems to be this. I'm not often off on that. And so now I'm learning, always trust that. There are a lot of things that maybe I need to understand, like, is it insecurity? Is it fear? Is it this? But one of the things I know about me, once I've determined, you're this, I'm not wrong on that. That's my gut.
Yeah.
And so now I'm learning, do not override that. You know what I mean? Don't push past that. Totally. Don't let that be a fleeting thought. Understand that is where your gut is operating at its highest.
Yeah.
Always trust that.
That's good.
That's what I need to do because that's what be messing me up.
That's really good.
It be messing me up.
Understanding, to the point that you're making, understanding the areas in which you are on point. Because I'm not a good judge of character. I'd be like, hey, you're lovely. Come to my house. Let's party. This is my new best friend. We've known each other. What did he say? We've known each other for 2 minutes. He would never do that. Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. I know.
That I would be all like,
Call me back.
Yeah, that's not my jam. I am not a good judge of character because I am too busy like trying to have fun. I'm ginning it up. Hey, pour another shot, another round. I'm not that. So recognizing that when it comes to that, your gut is, in tune, like that's good to know. It's good to evaluate, even as you're saying, like, trust your gut in the instances in which you know that you are typically right, or like that is something from God that is being communicated to you. Like, pay attention to that.
Yes. 100%. So that's my nugget.
Speaking of taking care of your gut. Hey, man, look at that. Look at that.
You put it together.
Let me tell you about one of our sponsors, Care Of. Hello. Care Of is a health and wellness company that ships high-quality, personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your door every month. Simple acts lead to the biggest difference in your health. Routines don't have to be complicated to be effective. This spring, Care Of is making it easier than ever to stick to a consistent routine so you can actually see results. Care Of offers a curated set of products that are designed to work with research-backed ingredients and optimal doses. All you have to do to get started is take a short, simple online quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and Care Of will give you doctor-backed recommendations. It is that easy. I love Care Of, and also, we really were talking about your gut, and even I think there's a bunch of connections to looking good, feeling good. Absolutely. And I think even being in tune with your body and like your emotions and all of that, like when all of that is in alignment, I think you are able to operate at like your most optimal version of you. And so taking care of yourself really, really is important, and your gut specifically. Like your gut really is tied to a lot of things in your body. And so Care Of can help you do that. And that's why we, like I said, are really excited to have them as a sponsor of this podcast. Gut is one of the things that I put on my quiz when I take it, when they ask you, what kind of things do you want in your vitamin pack this month? Gut is always one. Hair and nails is always one. And sleep. Those are like my main ones. I've been going to the gym and trying to feel better, and all of that, like I'm being repetitive, but the point is all of that tied together just really helps you feel better and be more in tune with yourself. So for 50% off of your first Care Of subscription order, go to takecareof.com and enter code GJ50.
GJ50.
That is takecareof.com, and the code is GJ50.
GJ50.
For 50% off of your first Care Of subscription order. So go check them out if you're looking for some very easy, simple, routine ways to start taking care of yourself. You don't have to really think about it. They come in the cute packets, very simple, easy, even when you're traveling. This is a great resource to do that.
Very good. Very good. I want y'all to know that I am on this, like, I need to keep my skin in order before the valve renewal. I told you guys I've been having this rosacea, like, breakout. It's finally, like, calm. I am shiny like a piece of chicken.
You look like how I send Micaiah to school every day.
I had to be moisturized. Okay, I'm trying to keep the skin together, so I apologize if I'm real greasy and oily, but I had a whole plan to put makeup on and it didn't happen, and I'm in sweats as well. I literally said
we switched versions.
We did, because I said, Melissa, think of the podcast as like going to work. You should get dressed again and do the things. And this morning I said,
not today though. Well, I've been looking like you for the last couple of weeks. I have not felt at anything. I have no inspiration, motivation to do anything to myself. But today I said, I'm going to get up and I am going to be productive. I have chosen not to watch YSL today. That's usually what happens. These trials get me stuck. You. And so I can't even get out of it because it's all consuming. And so then I'm rushing to try to get here. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Good for you.
I am going to get dressed. And then I watched another trial, but it's all right.
What matters is that you took control of your day.
Amen.
Because that works. You want to go into Pop the Trunk?
Sure.
Or do you have something you want to add?
Nope. Let's pop it.
She said definitely shiny.
I'm telling you, look like Micaiah. That's how I send her to school every day.
Okay.
I know they be laughing at her. She be greased up.
Me and Micaiah be having the same skin issues. Okay?
Listen, her skin is too sensitive.
Listen.
So
a black woman with rosacea is
do what you got to do.
That's dumb. You can't even find good pictures of black people with rosacea, okay? Like, I've looked, and they don't exist for real. And here I am with freaking rosacea.
Looking great.
Pop the trunk. Something real simple that people refuse to do, okay? Like, we all know that we need to do it. We all know that the turn signal is on the left-hand side of our steering wheel so that we could use it and let the people that are driving around us know what we're about to do. We need to let these people know if we're going to turn left, we're going to turn right. If you're going to get in the left lane, you're going to get in the right lane. But people refuse to use their turn signal, and I'm popping the trunk on everybody who don't use their turn signal. Like, I don't know what it's like for y'all, but me, I live in Houston, just moved out here, and it's literally the Wild West. People out here drive like there ain't no rules, and they don't use their turn signal. Like, I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying to leave a good amount of distance between me and the car in front of me so there isn't no pileup or whatever. But people take that as a space for them to get into my lane and don't even let me know. Like, you're not even going to turn on your signal to let me know you about to cut in front of me? Like, that's so rude. And that's the reason why my car insurance went up $100, $150 moving out here to Houston, Texas, because these people drive like there ain't no rules of the road. Like, it's literally the Wild West, and I'm popping a trunk on anybody that doesn't use a turn signal. Like, use your turn signal. That's why it's there for.
Amen.
I love her.
I know.
Her energy was great.
Yeah. So, wait, I was looking like that because I am such a, rule follower.
Oh.
When it comes to driving and most things. But, when Greg doesn't do things correctly, I be in my seat burning up like, oh my gosh, you did not signal. He'd be like, there's nobody behind me. And I'd be like, you don't know that. You don't know if somebody was going to all of a sudden appear. And so here you go, not using. And I really do take informing people around you about what you're about to do. Like, that's a safety thing. You need to inform them. They need to be aware. And if you don't use the signals, that are available to you, that people have been taught that you are going to use. Driving is a community effort.
It sure is. Do you ever stop and think about that?
Yes.
Sometimes when I stop and think hard that the only thing preventing someone from ramming into me is their decision not to ram into me, it freaks me out.
We are just trusting each other.
Literally, driving is a trust experiment.
Yes. In this community, in America, where I don't trust, you can barely trust. You can't go a lot of places these days. And yet, we trust that the lines that, it's not even like lines that are coming out of the road. No, they are on the ground.
It is a yellow painted stripe.
Painted
that is preventing you from being in my lane.
And that's all.
And that is all.
And I'm just hoping and trusting and praying that you are gonna not,
it freaks me out,
come over this line that's painted.
It is, when I think too hard about it, I freak out. It is so scary to think about that.
So do your part.
Turn
your signal on.
Correct. Turn your signal on. But I do want to say this real quick while we have
see. Here we go.
There's a light by my house that really should be on a sensor.
Oh, I run that.
All the time.
I know the one you talk about. I listen. That's no community over there. It's just me, and I run it. Mind your business. I don't want your comments. I don't want your... Listen, forget everything I just said when it comes to that particular light. Everywhere else, I listen. That light, ain't no rules. I do what I want because it shouldn't even be there. That should be a stop sign.
It should be a stop sign. Or at the very least, it should be a sensor. Because I promise you, one day I said, why am I waiting?
Girl.
Why am I waiting 3 minutes when nobody is here? For miles, nobody is here. I'm taking this light.
And imagine leaving your house at, let's say, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and that light just be red.
Girl.
For like minutes.
Literally minutes. For no reason.
Girl.
It needs to be on a sensor. And this is the other thing that's stupid. You know when they have the lights with the thing, right? One of the lights should just be green all the time because that's the one that that light is never green. Like the one that's through traffic, make that light green. If someone comes on the side, fine. But the through traffic light, keep that green. Why am I sitting here waiting?
Yes.
I can't stand it.
She said, unsubscribe me. Y'all flipped in 2.5 seconds. Don't.
We did. And that's why I had to be honest, because it was sitting on my chest heavy. Because I am a real follower, right? That's why I told y'all I had to confess my sins. Because y'all know this about me. As soon as stuff goes too far and it looked like I'm doing like really good, I'd be like, I had threw the blanket away. Like I can't, my body can't handle that. So I just had to confess to y'all, I am a rule follower, except
that one. Y'all, everybody has encountered at least one of those lights. Okay, everybody has encountered at least one where you just be sitting there all the time.
That's stupid.
All right,
next one.
Hey, ladies, I love you guys, but I'm here to pop the trunk. So listen here. I am the planner friend out of the group. I am the one that ensure that the trip makes it out of the group chat.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. I'm popping the trunk on these airlines. I have had enough. I just want to know why a simple flight from the DMV to Cancun is almost $900. And that's not first class. Like, I have questions. Y'all want to charge us for bags? You want to charge us for snacks? You want to charge us for liquor? You want to charge us for seats? And I still have to give you $900 to get on a flight that is maybe 3 hours long. I don't understand. Like, the math is not mathing for me. You got a bailout during the pandemic, so you getting money both ways. Yep. You getting money from the government, and you getting money from me, and I don't like it. I've had enough. I hope you ladies have a great day. Bye.
She is not wrong. Airline tickets are out of control.
Absolutely. There's so much money and got the nerve to be falling out the sky. Tires falling out, doors falling off, windows busting open, and they still charging $900 plus tax.
Girl, I will Flintstone feet my way over to Cancun because at least I'll get there safely.
Literally. Y'all got some nerve. What are y'all doing with the money?
Nerve to not even be able to keep me safe.
Oh my goodness.
And it's $900?
It's so...
Make it make sense.
Flights are so expensive. I'm annoying because after I learned that your bag has to show up at baggage claim within 10, like 15 minutes,
whatever it is.
At least for Delta. And if you don't, they give you miles. I'll be screenshot. So we arrived at what time? Okay, so we got till this time to show up. Wait.
Tell us the process because now we all need to do this.
So on the app, if you got the Delta app, you know, it alerts you from the time you land. Your bag has to show up at baggage claim. I don't remember if it's 15 or 20 minutes, whatever it is. When you get there, if it's not there at that time, you simply go into your app and you can chat from the app. You don't even got to call, nothing. You just say, hey, my bag did not arrive at the appropriate time in the 20 minutes.
Come on at the appointed time.
And so they give you miles. They give you miles back. So I'll be like, hey. And McKinley has a Delta Sky Miles account too, so I'd be like, "Hey, miles over here,
my
miles
baby
over
too.
there, miles over here, miles over there. Everybody gets miles. You get miles, you get miles, you get miles, you get miles. I do it all the time. I want all my miles because y'all are charging $900 and I can't afford that. So give me miles.
I didn't know this.
Do
so
it.
Now we all know.
I'm trying to do it next time. Because it tells you your bag is landed, your bag is on the claim, your bag, whatever. All of that is helping in proving your case that you should get some miles back. It is 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes.
Well,
I don't know if it's other airlines because we travel Delta so much. So I don't know if it applies, but it definitely happens for Delta. I've literally gotten miles on more than one occasion.
Well, I'll be doing that. Thank you so much. I appreciate this education. We shall be doing this. I don't know why this triggered my mind, but did you see Mary J. Blige is coming out with a collab? Did you see how much they are?
No. $900?
$1,200. Close to $1,300 to be honest, but $1,200. I want someone to like have a conversation with Mary J. and say, first of all, we've been asking for this a long time. Okay, you been shoulda. Then number two, it's only a collab. It's not a whole line. It's a collab. And number two, me, the regular, wanted it. Well, I wanted you to do like a Jessica Simpson thing.
Literally.
And like put it in Macy's.
Here's the thing. And I don't mean this as shady or disrespectful to Mary J. at all. I think she is very relatable. Why would she think she should come out with a luxury brand when her brand
is
not
relatability?
luxury? It's actually more relatability.
Yeah.
So why would you come out with $1,200
because it's a collab? It's with
brand boots instead of $50 relatable brand boots. Why would you do that? That seems completely contrary to the kind of
Giuseppe. Thank you. It's a collab with Giuseppe. And I just
don't think she should have
such a luxury
with him.
I don't either. She should have like
Mary
Jessica
J by Steve
Yes,
Madden.
she should have Jessica Simpsoned her way into the shoe industry.
Girl, bye.
Come out with some boots, some tall ones, some short ones. Like I have a pair of boots that I actually got off Good American, the tall brown ones. They were like $100. If Mary J literally came out with the boot, same style.
Yeah, I know yes. That would have been so perfect.
But made it Mary J in a bunch of different colors. She could have did the metallic gold, could have did the metallic whatever. Did some shorter ones, did some heels, whatever. I would have the Mary J. Blige collection of boots right now. I would have pre-ordered them. Yes. I'm so mad that someone didn't tell her that the end is what I am saying. Yes. Because we, the people, are the ones who've been championing her to do this.
Absolutely. It was everybody's idea.
Yes. It was actually our idea. Why would you take our idea and then make it $1,200? That's not what we were asking.
No.
Girl, Mary J, go back to the drawing board.
Absolutely.
Go back.
Wait, and let me just say, I'm not saying she's not rich. She's obviously very rich.
For a very long time.
That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is her brand has never been luxury. Like, when you think Mariah Carey,
yes,
you think
luxury.
I'm rich, bitch.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm going to show you how 100%. Rich I am all the time.
Yes, that's 100% true. Very good description.
When you think Mary J, you just literally think around the way girl. You think personable, relatable. You think you.
And understand this is not like a shade
That's what
thing.
I'm saying. It's no shade or disrespect.
And we do know Mary J's been rich for a long time.
Absolutely. But her brand is very much round the way girl, home girl, friend. We both crying outside the window over our heartbreaks. I don't, in no world, in this one or the next, do I ever think I would be able to sit in a room with Mariah Carey and relate to her.
Right.
I just don't even think she goes to the grocery store.
She doesn't.
In this world and the next, think I would be able to have a conversation with Mary J and we would be able to relate on a couple things.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, 100%.
That is no shade to her.
No, I 100% agree. And if you understand what Mel's saying, you actually understand there's no shade here.
No.
This is about branding and marketing.
Right.
This isn't about her actual money in her pocket.
No.
It's not about the actual money in her bank. This is about branding and marketing.
Right.
And Mary J is marketed and her brand is more relatable, around the way type girl. We saw her go through heartache and she sung about it and that was relatable. Whereas Mariah Carey is like, who are you? And the person that she's talking about is like Nicki Minaj.
Right.
I'm sorry, who exactly are Who exactly are you?
Yeah. And to be clear, I wouldn't buy $1,200 boots from Beyonce. Beyonce had multiple clothing lines that have existed at this point. I have purchased pieces from multiple of those clothing lines. They've never been $1,200.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Back to Darion. Okay, I had Darion. It was not $100. Anyway, but I love Mary. Shout out to her. I hope that her boot line does as amazingly and successful as it will be.
Well, it's just a collab too, so she's getting paid regardless.
Well, and shout out to that. Get your money, girl.
Yeah, get your money, girl. I'm not mad at it. But it would have been fire.
It would have been fire.
It would have been fire if Mary. Someone says she always dresses luxury. Well, she's also a celebrity, so that's kind of expected. But the other thing is, if she would have done like those, I'm trying to tell you, Mary J, listen to me. Who's on the team that's in this 600 people? If the 610 people that's listening to this chat, if one of you should happen to be on Mary J Blige's team, I know it's a long shot, but I'm gonna talk to you directly.
Do it, girl.
Take the boots from my post as inspiration.
For real, that would have been fun.
Send that to Mary J and say, you know what we should do? We need to come out with the MJB boot line.
Yes.
Okay, MJB, just the initials. It's signature enough.
Oh,
everybody
MJB
knows.
Would have been.
Yes, we all know what that means. We all MJB only means Mary J Blige. Okay,
yes.
MJB boot line, and just do the boots that you rock. Just make them.
Yes.
Make them for me.
Yes. The dupe. Make the dupe version. That's what listen. Make the Giuseppe's. Make them fancy, and then go make a dupe version of that.
Correct.
With Steve Madden.
Because first of all,
cover all the bases.
Because one thing Steve Madden gonna do is make a dupe.
Yes.
His entire brand is dupes.
MJ Boots. For MJB,
boot.
but Boots. Low key love Ashley Jewell. You did that. You did it.
So I don't know who's in here from the Mary J Blige team, but you can have that little nugget.
Welcome.
You're welcome. We're not even gonna charge you for it.
Nope. We are not going to charge you for that, but we are going to tell you, because sometimes when you're wearing boots, especially if they're uncomfortable, you be uncomfortable in your outfit and your clothes, and then you start sweating.
Like me right now.
Oh my goodness, I get so uncomfortable. When I get dressed, sometimes I know this is uncomfortable. I should not wear this, and then I still wear it, and then the whole time I be self-conscious about the fact that this don't fit right. I don't feel right. I'm uncomfortable. And then you start sweating. But if you had Lumi, you can address some of that sweat. So let me tell you about Lumi, which I love and we are fans of here. If you ask me, nothing stinks more than a lot of things.
Kev ran over a skunk the other day.
Oh, my goodness.
Now my garage stinks. So, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Skunks be stinking, and body odor does too. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about Lumi whole body deodorant. Unlike certain other deos, Lumi is powered by mandelic acid to control odor in a new way. Lumi delivers outrageous 72-hour odor control everywhere from your pits to your feet, and yes, even your privates. In fact, it was patients' concerns about private part odor that originally inspired the OBGYN who invented Lumi. Fast forward 6 years, and her game-changing whole body deo has now earned over 300,000 five-star reviews from people like me who love feeling confident from head to toe. I literally just talked about when you don't feel confident and then you start sweating. You see the connection here. New customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code and link. Use code GJ at LumiDeodorant.com. That's LumiDeodorant.com, and the code is GJ. Like I said, love Lumi. I really do sweat, especially when I am uncomfortable. Even when I feel like people are like, the light is on me, people are asking me questions, I just be like, oh my gosh. It feels like a movie where you're like, you hear the microphone. Yeah. That's how I always feel. And so I get really self-conscious about sweating, about being out. I'm always talking and meeting people and doing whatever, especially with the on stages and their celebrityness, and you never know who you're going to run into. And I'll be like, oh, how do I smell? How do I feel? Am I sweating? And so I really am a fan of Lumi products because they are easy to carry around. They come in different versions. You can have the wipes, you can have the stick, you can have all the different things. It's like they really put a lot of thought into the products and where and when you will need products like this. And so that really is reflective, I think, in the type of products that they have. Lumi is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body: pits, underboobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. It's baking soda free and paraben free, pH balanced for safe use below the belt. And you can choose from a variety of fresh, bright scents like clean tangerine, lavender sage, or toasted coconut. Lumi starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. So I'm going to tell you the deal again. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code, which is GJ. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off of their starter pack. So use code GJ for 15% off of your first purchase at LumiDeodorant.com. That's code GJ, LumiDeodorant.com.
Very good. Talking about TV. Mel Takes TV.
Yes.
Go start your stuff.
I want to start with the man's name I can't pronounce. Jerrod.
Oh, did they say we say it wrong?
I thought somebody said that we were still saying it wrong.
Is his name not Jerrod?
I don't know, but it's that man, Carmichael. That I am still watching after you did this. You did this. It is fully and completely your fault. It is such a terrible show.
It's such a terrible show. Are you guys still watching
What
it?
a bad show. It is a train wreck that you cannot turn away from.
You literally can't turn away from.
He is such a terrible person.
Awful.
Why is he so terrible to people?
Because he is his father's child.
He is his father's child.
He is his father's child. And that's his biggest problem.
Oh, my God.
Is that man, Jerrod.
See, if it's Jerrod, I don't like that.
His name is Jerrod?
There's so many R's in that name that it should be Jerrod. Sorry to that man.
Are y'all sure it's not Jerrod?
I think it's Jerrod. I don't even care.
What does mama say? Because if his mama call him Clay, I'm going to call him Clay.
Oh, there's no R before the D.
There's not?
It's
not Jerrod?
That's how you spell it. It's O-D, not O-R-D. I thought it was O-R-D. That's why I said Jerrod. Because that R'd. But there's no R right there.
So it's Jerrod.
I think it's Jerrod.
Jerrod.
I don't like it. I don't care, Jerrod.
Oh, I see what happened.
Yep, you see. You know when you learn that you're wrong and you just commit to the wrong?
That's what's happening?
I'm committing to the wrong.
I'll be doing that. So, wait, say the man's name again.
Jerrod. I think it's Jerrod.
Jerrod.
This is like the other day I was trying to say Jeezy and Jeannie Mai's daughter's name, and I kept getting it wrong, and people kept correcting me. If you're on my Patreon, they were correcting me. I'm not even going to pronounce it right now. The point is, see, somebody already said
his
like
name
Mel
is
did.
Rothaniel. That is true.
His real name?
Jerrod, whatever the baby's name is. His actual birth name is Rothaniel. So that man's name is Jerrod.
So it's Jerrod.
Or Jerrod.
Anyway, the point is, whatever his name is, he's a bad person. And he consistently shows that every single week on the show that is named after him.
Correct.
That he
last
seems
name's
to...
Monica. I mean, last name...
Carmichael.
He
is mean to his friends. He's mean to his boyfriend. He's mean to everybody he encounters.
No. He is mean to his friends. He is disrespectful to his boyfriend. Because...
Why...
What? So this is what's happened in the last episode. This Carmichael cheats on his boyfriend as like a pillar of their relationship. Like he cheats so much at this point, they're in a threesome. Him, his cheating habits, and the boyfriend.
Absolutely.
Like this is just part of their relationship where he cheats.
He cheats like he eats.
Correct.
Like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go sleep with somebody else.
Yes, correct. And that's how
Happy
it works.
Tuesday.
Yes. So they decide, well, first of all, the boyfriend asked this question, which was so good.
So good.
The boyfriend said,
Oh, so
are you
good.
watching it, Kara? Oh, it's so good.
So good.
It's the boyfriend said, do you need, in regards to his cheating, do you want to open the relationship or do you need the transgression?
What a question.
What?
That was good. That's a good question.
For a person that is a habitual cheater.
Yeah.
What a great question. So they go through the scenario and they decide to open their relationship, which, by the way, it sounds like he needs the transgression.
Absolutely.
Because he was low-key a little irritated that boyfriend slept with somebody else.
Yes.
Okay, so the rules of engagement are Jerrod has to let boyfriend know ahead of time that he plans on sleeping. Boyfriend has to let him know after.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is
so
bizarre.
weird. I know. I felt like the rules should be the same.
I wouldn't agree to that.
Yeah,
we
me
both
either.
gonna either do it before or after.
100%. I thought that was so odd. So they, Carmichael decides he is going to cheat. He calls the dude on the phone. He has sick, flu, allergies, something's wrong. Yeah. He doesn't tell him.
No.
He goes and cheats.
Anyway.
You had one job.
And the lady was like, why do you keep doing this?
What? When you literally don't have to.
Why? If he's saying, yes, you can go sleep with other people, just tell me.
Because he needs the transgression.
Because he needs the transgression.
He needs the transgression.
Because he's a terrible person.
He's a terrible person. So then fast forward, he decides to tell him ahead of time on this one.
Oh my gosh.
I'm about to leave and go cheat. It was like super awkward.
He was like, yeah, I'm going to go have sex with somebody else, okay? Is that how this works? I'm telling you. And he was like, okay.
But then he hands him this letter that I was thoroughly convinced was going to say, I hate your guts. This is so stupid. We need to break up. Carmichael goes, cheats, has sex with these two men, has a good time of his life, come back home. Or he reads the letter and the guy is like, I love you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Your love is magic.
At this point, like, obviously Carmichael has issues and he's a terrible person and he needs to, I was going to say he needs to go to therapy, but he's in therapy. It seems like he needs something stronger. I don't know what that is, but like God, I don't know.
Definitely God.
But his boyfriend also has obviously his own set of issues, because why would you continue to be with somebody who is a habitual cheater? And then when you agree to open the relationship, he still cheats because he's not even agreeing. He's not even doing what the agreement is. No. Why would you put yourself through that?
I agree. 100%.
You gotta love you.
Yes.
And he don't love you, so you should love you.
At the very least, you should love you.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Y'all shouldn't be together.
At all.
It's so bizarre.
It's very weird. So then he goes and cheats. He reads this letter. Literally the boyfriend's like confessing his love. He comes back home and boyfriend says, I cheated too. Or not, I guess it's not cheated, but like I had sex with someone
somebody
too.
else too.
He's like, huh? What? Like complete. I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked as well.
I'm trying to process this.
Yes. He was being so dramatic. But this was the weird thing. He said he just went on Grindr and found somebody.
Yeah, that's what they are both. They just love the apps. Where is the protection?
Where
is the health concerns?
That's
Where
what
is
I
the
don't
health
understand.
board? Somebody do something.
Do something,
John.
And grab Greg, because y'all need everybody.
You guys, there is no one concerned about their health.
And that's my biggest thing. I'm like, live out your sexual fantasies. Do be as liberated as your soul allows you to be. And if you like it, I love it for you. Okay? This is how I actually feel. But can you be responsible?
Please.
Can you please?
That just is not smart. It's just not smart.
He just had sex with two people. You just had sex with somebody you just met. And y'all probably gonna have sex together tonight. Because Carmichael's insatiable sexually.
Oh, my goodness.
He's insatiable.
He is, absolutely.
So he will absolutely have sex with the boyfriend. And y'all, are there tests involved? Are we doing STD checks? Is this a regular occurrence? I just need to understand who is being safe.
Who is being safe? What a terrible show.
It was a lot. It was
so bad. I would never, even if I like subscribe to that kind of life of just like being irresponsible sexually, I wouldn't tell nobody. I don't understand why he is on his own show, a show that is named after, this is self-titled.
Yes, it is.
And you are on here playing yourself. Do you see the edits? What was your plan?
Correct.
That's what, one of the main questions is like, when you have a show many times is like, is the hero or the protagonist likable? Are they like, are you rooting for them? Like, it is the exact opposite for him. And I don't understand. I mean, it's making me watch, but it would never make me support him.
I agree.
I guess I am maybe, but like outside of this venue, this structure, I would never support him in any way. I think he's not a good person. And it seems like he's also really irresponsible. And that is just weird. I'll watch again on Friday.
I'm definitely watching on Friday. Whoever his friend is that refuses to show himself is the only person that is his actual friend.
Yeah.
He's the only person that I believe has any of his best interests at heart, because that man is like, I don't need Nan camera to know who I am.
Absolutely. I get it.
And I'm finna tell you, you are being a dummy.
You are being a dummy, and you are your daddy.
Yeah.
The man that you just tried to play 2 episodes ago and try to make look like a bad person, that's you. You see the connection.
Yeah. And he stood there like, oh. Yeah.
So my boyfriend is my mama.
It's on HBO if you're interested in watching.
Anyway.
Yeah. Next,
we're going to talk about selling the OC, because I don't know if y'all have watched that show, but wow. I started that. I was supposed to be trying to catch up on a trial, and instead was like, wine and selling the OC is it. And then I watched the whole thing.
It's only 8 episodes.
It's very short.
There
is a lot of things that happen, but I want to go to the meat of it, which is a man named Sean.
Oh, God.
There is a man on there who's been in real estate for 8 years and has never sold a house.
He was in marketing.
Okay.
He was in marketing. Okay.
And it seems like, listen, my opinion is that this season, he was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to be on this show anymore. And so I'm going out with a bang.
Correct.
And then he just made stuff up.
He was lying. He
said that the other realtor in the office and that realtor's wife,
Austin,
like propositioned him.
Yes, he said that they made him weed brownies, and like was trying to have a threesome with him. And Austin was ready to risk it all.
Oh my goodness.
To fight this man. He didn't. But boy, I tell you, I thought he was going to. I'm not going to lie to you. I said,
Greg said he's not. He wasn't.
Belle said that, but listen, I was convinced.
If you watched it, there's a particular episode where this lie is like happening at the office. They're kind of going back and forth about the lie. Austin, the man who is being accused of wanting to have a threesome with Sean, Austin and Sean go outside and they're kind of having this back and forth about this lie. And Austin is getting like riled up. Time is going and he's just kind of like riling up. So I'm like, literally, Greg and I are watching. I'm like, oh, he finna hit that man, because it had gotten so intense.
And they were close.
The Tyler's coming out.
Yes.
And then Greg says, you can always look in a man's eyes and see if he gonna hit you or not. That man ain't gonna hit him. And then he didn't hit him. And I was like, how did you know that? He was like, you can always tell. I was like,
I thought he was gonna hit him. I couldn't tell. I thought he was gonna hit him. I really did.
He deserved to be hit.
No. He is so messy, and he strikes me as a liar.
Yes.
I did not believe, even when he was I do have a little bit of confusion, or like, I shouldn't say confusion. I do have a little bit of concern on some of the things he was saying, like what is actually true. But when Tyler or Austin, I don't remember who, was talking about their text messages.
Yes.
In the edit, they popped it up on the screen. Sean, he never let nobody hold that phone.
He never let nobody hold it.
And they never popped it up on the screen.
Yes.
And that was odd to, because he said it was very like Risa Tisa Legion vibes.
Yes.
Like, what is happening with this text message in this thread that we can't see it, the audience, It was just weird.
It was so not believable.
And Jarvis, why is she always on the wrong side of history? Like, why was she campaigning for him so hard?
I didn't understand why. It was her and somebody else. It was 2 of them, right? That were like, who? Rose was the other one. Rose is
Tara Reid.
Those 2 were all like, rah Sean, and this is so bad. You guys are so mean to Sean,
and there's such a click,
and they're so clicky, and it was like, y'all can't see this man lying.
Literally,
he don't look like he lying to y'all.
Literally,
y'all are missing this. He is lying. He's lying.
It was so weird. It was very, very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway. Next part.
And then who else would I? Brandy is trying to be the sports agent girl, and the other girl, that wasn't her fault though.
I agree with that. That was Polly, I think.
Oh, yeah. And who is what's the owner's name? Jason. Jason gives that client to her, and it was before she expressed that she wanted to be the sports agent realtor of the office. So like, you can't be mad at her. Like,
I agree.
And then after that happened, she said very clearly, this is what I want to do. I'm owning my space and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, shout out to her. I hope she's actually very, very successful.
I like Brandy. She seems nice enough to me.
Hall did something too that got her in trouble.
I don't like Hall.
No?
No.
What?
She lied at the
about
beach.
that podcast.
She lied about that podcast with Kayla. And I knew, this is my problem with Hall.
Knowing
it would come out. My problem with Hall, and this is actually my truth. In the beginning, I thought I liked Hall.
I did too.
She seemed very like honest, flat-footed, didn't take no mess, whatever. When they confronted her and she played dummy about it, that was real wild. Knowing that who you talked about is who you're saying you didn't talk about when you absolutely talked about her.
And said it very directly.
Yes, like
Kayla is crazy.
And then gonna say, after I listened to it, I realized it. Well, girl, who else was you talking about? Who did you think he was talking about when they confronted you on the beach?
Yeah, that you sound dumb.
She is increasingly unlikable. I agree. I agree.
A liar.
She is increasingly unlikable. Yeah. I'm happy her and Tyler broke up, although I don't really like Tyler either. I think he was on my nervous system.
I like him.
I feel like he was on my nervous system. And somebody said this, why did he leave I understand why, but also why did you leave your daddy and your brother's company?
Because he was trying to stand on his own 2 feet.
But he wasn't though. He wasn't? No, because if you did, you would have sold a house or something over there.
He ain't sold no houses. He ain't sold no houses. Oh.
I feel like Sean sold none and Kyle sold none.
I like Tyler. Okay, well,
Tyler was here for the games because, number one, that was a good storyline, and he broke up his marriage, his real life marriage, for Hall, and then Hall didn't work out.
He was married.
Yes, fully married.
I forgot about that.
And good for her, because I don't care what nobody say. This is what I was trying to say on the on the other podcast. I'm not saying they had sex and he actually had infidelity, right? He actually
cheated.
Infideled.
Okay.
All right. Follow me.
Okay.
I'm not saying he infideled. But what I am saying is his relationship with Hall was inappropriate at best.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? At best. So his wife deserved to have left. Because this is the other thing. Don't be fighting so hard that nothing was going on, and then as soon as you get divorced, you and Hall hook up. Now, don't let your good be evil spoken of, Tyler. Don't let your good be evil spoken of, because if you didn't infidel, that's your good.
That's hilarious.
But now you done got with the girl, and now it's looking bad.
Yeah.
Okay? So now your good is being evil spoken of. That's what I'm talking about.
Well.
And then the last thing is Kayla selling that house, and Gio, the jerk off that he is, can't stand him.
I don't like him either. I hope she sold that house, though. She didn't sell it, huh?
I don't think she did.
I don't think she sold it either. I think at the end we found out she didn't sell it.
I don't think she did.
Well,
I was rooting for her. I'm not going to lie to you.
I was too.
I was rooting for Kayla. I wanted her to sell the house so she could throw it in Gio's face so bad.
She did a lot of things. Trying to.
She did, but he played the crap out of her.
He sure did.
And Nashville's a dummy.
I felt bad for Nashville.
I don't.
She made it to the house and she was trying to do the open house. Greg was so annoyed. He said she don't know nothing.
She don't know. But it's not her fault. It's Jason's fault. It's Jason's fault.
She was trying.
Also, at the Kentucky Derby, when Jason found he said...
Why did he disappear?
That man said, I'm going to see my way out. This is an A-B conversation. I'm going to see my way out.
Are y'all fighting?
And backed up so quick.
Bet I won't be here. Not for that part.
Sir?
I don't care if this is the third installment of the show I have created after my own office. I won't be a part of that.
I won't. I am leaving. right now, and someone will have to fake tell me about it later.
Yes,
because
then
I'll
have to
say
fake be mad. He'd be like, that it won't be tolerated. Sir, you were there.
Literally.
Why you didn't say that in the moment that it cannot be tolerated?
Literally.
You just be disappearing with your little self. That little man be gone.
Oh, someone said that Kayla did sell the house on her Instagram.
Good.
Good for her.
Good for her.
That's great. That's great.
I'm happy to hear that. Somebody asked me, I mentioned this, I think, on last week's episode, and then we could go. Somebody mentioned Martha's Vineyard Summer House. Summer House Martha's Vineyard with the black cast. I don't like that show. I don't like that show. I hate watching it the way I'm watching Carmichael. I hate that show. I hate all of the people on that show. I think everybody's dumb. I think that the producer should recast the whole thing except Atlanta. I like old girl from Atlanta. I like her. Everybody else can go. I don't know. I don't understand. Bringing people in a relationship who are married and about to have a baby on a show, a real world, basically.
Oh, yeah.
It's a house for 2 weeks with a bunch of people who are partying and drinking, and then why would you bring a married couple?
Yeah, that's stupid.
And he is very traditional as well. He has very like old school. I don't even think he's I don't remember his like ethnic nationality is what I should say. I don't remember, but he is very traditional. I don't understand why they are in the house
at all. Period.
At all. They recast. Who are the producers? Recast. I hate that show. I like Atlanta. I hate that show.
Hilarious.
Preston can stay. Noelle is Atlanta. That's her name. Her name is Noelle. And Preston can stay because he's a good time. Everybody else can go. I hate that
hilarious.
Show. Hate it. And I didn't get to watch last night, so I got to go watch today so I can scream more about how much I hate it.
Oh, I need to watch it then. What days does it come on?
Sundays.
Okay, I need to watch it.
I hate that my life has been consumed with watching shows I don't like.
Have you watched The Never Ever Met?
No, but I meant to ask you about that because I'm watching that next, and I expect to hate it just as much.
I hate that show. I hate that show. Think of Love on Stage, but like in a house. That's what this show is. These people have been virtually dating for X period of time all over the gamut. Years, months, whatever the case may be. And they all are in this house together dating for the first time in real life.
Oh.
With each other. Like this is the first time they meet and they're spending X amount of time in this house together. Disaster.
It's 90 Day Fiance, but with Americans?
It's a disaster. These people are not good for each other.
See,
this girl, one of the girls with the I think she has faux locks. I don't think they're locks. Is so toxic. She is so toxic. And the last episode, I don't know if the host has.
Oh, there's a host?
Yeah, but I don't know if she has like an LMFT background or like a therapy background or if she's just a host. Like, I'm not quite sure. Because sometimes I'd be like, I want you to give them more. Give them some more. Help them a little bit more. But she asked that dude, do you want to continue? She said, or she asked the girl, you want to continue? She said, yes. Toxic girl. Yes, I feel like there is a connection here. I do want to continue. She asked the dude. He said, no.
Oh.
No, I don't want to continue with her. She don't listen. She interrupts. She is convinced old dude talked about her in a bad, like, negatively. And she said, what I'm supposed to do with that? You talked to her about me. What I'm supposed to do with that? How you think that make me feel? He was like, I didn't talk to her. Yes, you did. When I tell you, I was like, oh my God. This is why he had to talk to somebody else because you don't. Because he can't talk to you. So maybe if you shut up. Then this other girl, they're convinced that these other two people have a connection, but they keep denying it. It was a mess. She said, you think you got not a connection no more than anybody else? You got a connection with him? Yes.
Yes.
I was like, girl, what is happening? This show is terrible.
Oh, I'm watching.
It's chaos. The first episode, the dude got buck on this girl.
Oh.
I knew he was toxic from the moment he walked on the stage. He looked like he could have punched her. Like legit. He looked like he could have fought her. And they got kicked out.
Well, good.
Yeah, but it was sad though because he should have left. But then the host was like, well, since you ain't got nobody, that kind of mean you.
Well, I guess.
That kind of mean your experiment part is over too. So
kind of makes it uneven.
Yeah.
It's an even show.
Correct. So say bye and grab your bags.
Books, bags, and belongings.
Yes. Let's wrap it up. It's so bad.
I'm watching.
It's terrible. This show is
Never
terrible.
Ever Meets.
Never Ever Mets.
And where is it on?
On OWN.
Oh. I don't know if I have
Yes,
OWN.
he grabbed her. He was honestly, none of these couples should be. This is why dating virtually is actually bad. Because I could tell you all day long, I like this and I like this and this is how I show up in relationships. And then we're on the phone and we're having such great times because you're an escape from my real life. And then you get into the room together and it's like,
completely not that.
This is not at all what I expected. And that's what's happening with all of these couples.
Got it.
It's terrible. All right, this is it. Thank you, guys. She said, this is why I listen to y'all recap, so I never have to watch any of it. I don't even know if we recap well. I know. Like, what are you actually getting? What do you actually know? Do we remember names? No.
No.
We called that girl Tara Reid.
That's her name.
Nashville.
That's her name.
The guys, I don't even know their names. The dude who works with the daddy.
Tyler. I know him. We know Tyler and Austin.
Okay, the dude that fought.
That's
Austin. And then the rest of them. If you guessed Alex, all their names are Alex.
They're all
Alex. If you just guess Alex, you'll hit a target.
Yes.
You'll hit a target.
You should, if you haven't watched this last season of OC, Selling the OC.
No, it's good. But it cuts off in the middle. It's 8 episodes.
It's not long.
No. And in the middle, there's no resolution. Like, these people are fighting.
Yeah.
Kayla doesn't sell the house. You don't know. We know now, apparently. But you don't know in episode whether or not she said. And they're just kind of like, all of a sudden, they're fighting. They're doing the things.
Yes.
And the camera just pans up.
Yep.
And you're in the sky and you're like, this is feeling like the end of the season.
It's so bizarre.
And I don't know why because I have so many questions. That's what happens.
How do you feel about Nashville banging on the window during the conversation?
Nashville banged on the window trying to prove a point to somebody about something.
But it was at a
open house. Nashville is dumb. I want her to leave. She's not cut out, and it's okay, but she's not cut out for LA, OC, wherever she is. OC. She doesn't know what she's doing. Then people said, this is very nice here. Can I put lights right there? She said, huh? You want to put what? Oh, you know what? That is such a good question about lights right there. What I'm going to do is write it down because I'm new. I'm from Nashville. I don't know anything.
Ask somebody else.
And ask. In this meeting, what we're going to do is circle back. And I'll have an answer for you to literally everybody.
But wait, because she banged on that window. Here's what I don't understand, but I also understand. But I don't understand. At every open house, somebody's fighting.
Literally.
And they are the people trying to sell the house. And they are fighting with the other people that are in there. I'll be like,
what is happening?
What in the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Is this what it's giving?
Every time people on reality shows go to eat, anytime there's food involved, there's a fight.
There is a fight.
It can be at an open house, at a restaurant, at a venue. There's going to be a fight.
Yes.
Every time.
Every time.
I go out to eat all the time. I don't never fight.
Oh my God. This is the last thing we'll say. We got to go because I actually have a meeting.
Oh, I got to get my kidney.
I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Me and Mel watched the agency show. What's the name of that show? The Agency with the Daddy.
Oh.
Buying Beverly Hills. I saw a for sale sign by my house and it had the agency on there. When I tell you I wanted to go in the house just to see like this what y'all be selling.
You
this nice. No, I wanted to, but I didn't. And I really should have. That's all I want to tell you. There's nothing else. I'm gonna end this conversation how they ended OC.
The show.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. Hopefully I sell a house.
Hopefully. We'll find out the resolutions on next episode.